Eventually, your doorman, Gordon Lamb. Yes!
Come on, it's cold and flu season. I've never done this before, but when Luke approached me with the idea, and I ran it past Jeff Griggs and Brian and everybody, and they're like, "You'd be a natural for it." I thought about it, and I was like, well, stand-up comedy, you know, all right. Anybody that knows my family knows we have a long history of stand-up. But have you ever noticed, stand-up comics always get up and they say, "How you doing tonight?" Like I can do any fucking thing about it. But that's not stand-up comics to do that. Anybody gets on stage to do that. But some people are real pros about it, like Paul Stanley from Kiss. You know, gets on stage like, "How you doing tonight?" Well, that's what you heard on the record. But, you know, I buy a lot of bootleg records, so I got this bootleg Kiss Alive too. You know, and like I said, he's a real pro, real customer service oriented. And what you didn't hear was he goes, "How you doing tonight? Want to welcome you to Cobo Hall here in Detroit. We got customer service forms in the back. Fill out your satisfaction survey." Anyway. But I learned this last time is you can't really do this unless you have a piece of paper with all your notes written on it. But you know, New Year's coming up, and you know, I make resolutions pretty much every year. I don't tell anybody about them. This year I was thinking, you know, I'm 39. Probably time to, you know, I don't know, get in shape, right? But then I was walking past the mirror, and I was like, round is a shape. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about snow. We had snow flurries here in Athens yesterday.
Yes.
Which we never have before Christmas. So, I didn't see anybody do this, but you know, typically, we run out to the grocery store when it's going to snow. But I never see anybody buy anything that you might actually need at the grocery store. Like, should you get, you know, snowed in? Nobody's buying batteries. Nobody's buying candles. Everybody's buying bread, milk, and eggs. Going to the store. What are you getting? Beer. What else you getting? Bread, milk, and eggs. Because what's going to happen when all the power goes out and we all fall off the grid, somehow we're going to have this magical French toast block party. And you're all invited. So the other day I'm eating at Chili's, and all I really wanted was an Awesome Blossom. The waiter told me they're out of Awesome Blossoms. So I was like, okay, well, I just have an okay Blossom. But I'm looking at the menu, and you ever notice these chain restaurants, I don't care if it's Chili's, Applebee's, you know, thank God it's O'Charlie's, whatever. They always got the same dessert on the menu. They always got something called Death by Chocolate. It's Death by Chocolate. You know what you know was invented by a housewife in Miami, Florida 40 years ago? Somebody stole it. It's always Death by Chocolate. It's always some kind of brownie with the ice cream and, you know, Cisco generic chocolate sauce over the top. And it's always, you know, Death by Chocolate. And I look at that and I'm like, fuck that. That sounds awful. I mean, it's so dishonest too. I mean, they're never going to name anything Death by a never-ending platter of chicken wings. Death by triple cheeseburger. You know. Anyway, I don't know. But, what? Never done this before. Give me a break. I like television. I do. I like television, but I have a television, but I don't have cable. So it's real hard for me to keep up with what everybody's watching. But I know that, and Andrew touched on this a minute ago about reality TV. And reality TV is real popular, and you know, I live in the world. I'm subject to peer pressure. I'd like to watch reality TV. I mean, peer pressure, I vote, you know. I wear shoes. Speak English. Anyway, but I'd like to watch reality TV. But I just don't think that any of those shows address what I'm interested in. It's like I dig music. I dig rock and roll. And wait for it, because I'm asking you this question, because you know you're expecting it. Who likes rock and roll? Woo! Right, exactly. I knew you were going to do that. All right. But I mean, how come there can't be a show that I can relate to? You know, why can't they have a show like John and Kate and Kool and the Gang? Or Survivor? Dancing with the Stars. I don't know. I like to shop at flea markets. But you ever go, I mean, I don't care what flea market you go to, you're always going to find the same old sad sack behind a table, outside, either in 90-degree heat or the pouring rain. And he's got some scratched up copy of Led Zeppelin 2 laying on a table. It's warped and the cover's ripped. He wants $7 for it. You're like, what? He goes, it's a classic. Well, what about this pile of Franklin Mint collectibles? They're classics. All right. Just because something's old doesn't mean it's a classic. You know, I mean, that would be like saying, oh, Gordon Lamb, he's classic.
That's right, true.
You know what I mean? It's true. Hold on. I got to get my comedy paper. All right. People are thinking a lot about Christmas, because Christmas is close. Matt Lewis touched on this earlier about Jews. But have you ever thought about how fucked up it is? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a traditionalist. I celebrate Christmas. Have you ever thought how fucked up it is? Somehow, we celebrate the birth of the world's most famous Jew with the world's most famous German. That would be Santa Claus. Tough crowd. Y'all must be Georgia smart. All right, now that I've talked about Jews, let me talk about gays. All right. See, you know, America's always had this gay problem. I don't mean the gay people were the problem, that America had a problem with gay people. Right? Okay, but except, you know, now it's the 21st century. Every major city's got a pride parade. Athens doesn't. Athens isn't really in the major city, but every city's got a pride parade. Rainbow flags are everywhere. I got some in my car if you want to buy them. You know, so gays have had to get a little crafty, because when you've been under the gun for so long, it kind of feels it's a growing pain to be emancipated. And so I just picture what conversation might be like between, say, 21-year-old gay man and his wannabe liberal dad. Hey, Dad, I'm gay. That's cool, son. That's all right. I'll put a rainbow flag on the minivan. No, Dad, I'm gay. That's all right. I'm going to join P-Flag. I got some pamphlets to help me be understanding. Well, son, do you have a boyfriend? Yes, his name is Bruce. All right. Well, that's great. You want to live in the basement? We don't want to live with you, Dad. Well, you're gonna be in the Pride Parade this year. You're gonna be a drag queen. You're gonna what are you gonna do? Fuck you, Dad. I want to get married and join the army. What kind of degenerate are you? No son of mine and Bruce is going to be running wild in the streets. Being gay in the streets. Oh, we're not going to be in the streets, Dad. What are you going to do? We're buying a cute little house and we're going to fix it up. What's this country coming to? All right. You know, I always think that advertisements really subtly tell you how you're supposed to behave at different establishments. You know? Like you go into Burger King, you're like, hey, I want to get my way. All right. Get your way. You know? Going to McDonald's, it's like, how's that double cheeseburger? It's $1.19 and I'm loving it. All right. What about, you know, but car ads always get me because, like, I'm driving, you know, you hear them on the radio, they're so obnoxious and they're yelling at you and everything. So that, you know, my car, I bought my car about 10 years ago. It was old then. It was an 86 Chevy Nova, which is basically a really fancy Toyota Corolla. It's American. Look, yeah. Anyway, so, but I was thinking about trading it in, but I wanted to take it to one of these places that was going to give me a good deal, but I just had this fantasy of going into one being, you know, the car's 25 years old now. I can get one of those nice antique tags for it. Take it to the car show. Open up the hood. Yeah. It's got a 1985 General Motors catalytic converter on there. Wipers used to run real good. That paint's original. But I want to take it to one of these car dealers, you know, and I want to behave the way that they expect me to behave. So, you know, there's this fantasy of going in. Salesman comes up and says, hey, how you doing today? I'm doing great. How are you doing today? Well, it's wonderful. What can I interest you for? You know, what are you looking for? Well, let me be honest with you. I got low credit, no credit, slow credit, bad credit. And I'm not going to pay a lot for this car. Well, all right. You know, that's cool. Let's look around. Let's look around. See what you got. You got any SUVs? I heard you got great deals on SUVs. Well, you know, we might. Let's see what we could put you in. Put me in something today. I want to put in something. $100 down? You must be out of your mind. Well, sir, do you have anything to trade in? I got an 86 Chevy Nova. It's a fancy Toyota Corolla. Well, you know, let me look that up for you real quick. And he looks it up. Well, sir, I think we can give you about $200 in trade for that. What are you talking about? It's a classic. Thank you.